Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to be doing my first time tag. Now, I'm only doing this because my friend tagged me in her video, so I kind of have to. So yeah, let's do this. So my first love, well, um, my first proper love wasn't that long ago actually. Um, yeah, it was with obviously you guys know Shane. Yeah, but shit happens, life goes on. Um, my first kiss. Um, I'm not gonna say who it is because it would be awkward if they found out that they were my first kiss. But it, well, it was a few years ago, and I think only one other person knows that they were my first kiss. I can't name names because they watch my videos. So, my first crush. Wow. My first crush was probably when I was about 7, 8, and there was this guy at school that everyone thought was really cute, and because I didn't really know what was going on, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll just say they're cute too. And then I ended up, well, having this really, really girly crush on him, and then he went out with my best friend. I really think it counts at that age, though, to be honest. Um, my first pet. My first pet was a caterpillar. Like, I must have been about 7, and I used to play out quite a lot. And we'd found this little caterpillar, and I decided to keep it because everyone has a pet caterpillar at one point. And yeah, it was it was a pet caterpillar called Jeffro. I don't really know, to be honest. My first CD. It's not really a CD, but the first like record tape thing I had was Santa Baby. I was about 4, and I had this thing where I used to dance around the room singing to Santa Baby. And yeah, my mum has some really embarrassing stories about that, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. My first concert. My first concert was one of the Pop Idol tours. I was about 9, and my mum like took me out of school to the day. I was out there. My mum took me out of school for the day so I could go to this gig because I had a thing for Sam and Mark at the time. So she took me to see them, which I was pretty happy about, and I got a day off school. So, um, first time I said I love you to a guy. Um, Again, was a few years ago, and now they're one of my best friends, which is kind of weird. But yeah, first time I said I love you to a guy was 2011. Yeah, and anyone who knows me will probably guess who it is just from that date. It's weird. My first gadget. Um, my first gadget was this really old, crappy phone. It was worse than a Nokia, I'm not even gonna lie. And I got it when I was 8. And it was I was so happy with it at the time. I was showing it off around school and everything because I was like one of the only ones that had a phone. And now I see it and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh, my nan had a better phone than that now, which is weird. My first teddy. My first teddy is this little brown bear that I got given to me, not from the hospital, but when I was in hospital. And I've had that since I was born. But yeah, I've still got that. It's upstairs in my bedroom. I'd go and show you, but do you know how much effort that is to walk upstairs? I'm not even gonna lie. My first memory. Um, the first memory is probably what I can remember is I used to have a thing Teletubbies and Tweenies, and my mum got me this pop-up Teletubby hill. I was so happy about it, and I remember falling asleep in my Teletubby hill with all of my Tweenies lined up next to me. It was really weird. Strange child. My first word, again linking to the whole Teletubby thing. My first word was Poe. Yeah, I was a weird child. My first fear. My first fear was probably my fear of heights. I'm not scared of heights anymore, but my mum is, so I sort of like learned at a young age from her that heights were a bad thing. And I remember I used to live in a set of flats, and me and my mother were in the lift once, and the lift actually broke down, and it went all the way to the top floor. And I said to my mum, "Oh yeah, let's go look out the window and see how high up we are," because I don't know why I said that. But I walked over to the window and I looked down and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die." And my mum was there like, "No." Yeah, it's weird. My first job. My first job was when I was 13, and it was a paper round. I used to have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning just to do my paper round before having to get the bus to school. I was exhausted. My first tweet. And I remember this because I thought it was funny. It was, how do you send a tweet? And if you're stalker enough to not believe, if you're a stalker and don't believe me, feel free to go through all of my tweets, because it is my first tweet. And my first friend was someone I met in nursery. Or was it toddler group? It was either toddler group or nursery. And I was friends with them until about year 3, until I had to move. And that was some little kid called Reese. I was like that with him, I'm not even gonna lie. He was like my little brother. No, he was older than me. He was like my little brother. But yeah, I had to stop talking to him obviously when I moved, because I didn't have a mobile number or an address or anything for him, which I'm pretty sad about, but shit happens, life goes on. So yeah, that was my first time tag. Now, I'm going to tag, I'll think of someone to tag in this shirt. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, any shit you want me to do as well. I'm sorry if I haven't uploaded for a while, but like, I've had my college day and shit like that. So yeah, that was my first time tag. I hope you enjoyed it, even though you probably didn't. So yeah, thanks guys, and see you later.